There's no such thing as overselling anything, Chad. You could sell ice to an Eskimo. Actually, these days you probably could. Hashtag global warming. Hashtag Anders doesn't believe it.
Look at that, there's 4 players on this bomb side.
Oh my. I don't know if he spotted the foot or just got lucky, but Nitro's got 2, Yugi gone. He said there's 4 on that bomb site. There's 2 remaining on B as Carey swings back over, but Naf and Twist find the kills first, and AZ is left with no HP. 16 before that last shot landed.
Really well played there, because the only information that you could see North had was towards Cat and a little bit middle. So once they get long control and sell that fake, of course you have to commit numbers, because if all 5 players of Liquid decided to cross long there, you would have found yourself in a lot of trouble over towards the bomb site. So there's going to be multiple scouts come out from North. We saw this yesterday against NIP as well. Want to do as much damage with them from range, and then the Deagles, the meat cleavers of Gade and Kirby to finish them off. So Stewie's going to have a scout of his own. He's not going to hit a tag there. Over towards long will be Naf. He's going to go for some info with that SG. Finds the opening thanks to the flash of twists, and good start.
As much as they looked very poor the other day, certainly on Dust 2 against ENTZ when... Oh, watch that mid-door push. That's the wrong timing, AZ. Good push in terms of ELEAGUE's equation, but you saw Twist getting really forceful about trying to make plays when they didn't have information. It's not what we are used to seeing.
This game right here, yeah? NRG?
Yeah, sorry, Energy, exactly. So that put them, down to the one-on-one, and it left us wondering what Twist was kind of up to for the first half of that game. I do feel that with confidence going, Dust 2 could actually be a good map for Liquid to get the wheels turning on, because it is open, because it forces you to make plays. Everyone kind of has to be brawly.
He was completely flashed.
Yep, that's just lining it up. Unfortunately, they're already in the door. It's a bit harder to get lucky in terms of lining up a pixel pre-fire. On this particular occasion, Deagle can't find Stewie after the bomb goes down. He pushes forward into the boxes and hides. 3 scouts. They
should save them, and also what they can do is set up just a perimeter for exit kills here. So Yugi can stay where he is, or even go back further towards, okay. I was going to say towards A if he would like, and then Gade, he's gone to lower dark to cover off that push, and well then, look, you've got Kirby and T-Spawn, so everything's covered right now.
And they have to go somewhere, because 29 and 32 HP for Naf and Twists. They will be caught. I have a feeling that you might see a Krieg in the hands of North in the next round if this goes swimmingly for Gade. He knows they're heading in that direction. Naf's already gone. Twist will go with the bomb. Not quite. Kirby should have thrown the nade. Should have thrown it. He would have had Twist, who manages to survive. So they'll keep the Galil and the AK. They lose the Krieg. But good damage done by North, and Liquid will stabilize with a win in this round. Certainly be able to purchase. ELEAGUE even goes for the UMP, knowing that there's still not going to be a ton of money over on the North side.
Yeah, so expect something maybe a little bit faster here, maybe through Catwalk or mid to B, where they can use the range of those SMGs. Twist going to throw a flash over towards long. Will be picking for himself. He's going to have 3 teammates in tow. And we can see ELEAGUE will just be covering the flank in dark. He's going to get a kill off it up as Gade is nice and noisy. Runs away, thinks better of that. So the rotation has come on over, and as this mid push comes in, Kirby has a lot of information. He would have been stuck in no man's land right there, but he thinks better of it, drops back, and it does look like it wants to just be a long cross. Something cool that Liquid could do here is just throw the nades and wait. They don't necessarily need to pounce on this, as Stewie's going to get tagged on up, but they do want to continue forward. A bit strung out right now. That opening right there from Twist should alleviate a little bit of the pressure. Boost towards CT spawn. Everyone knows that one's coming nowadays as AZ gets melted on down through the Molotov. Naf finds a kill, and this round should be done and dusted. Unless Kirby has something to say about that. Hits a banger of a Deagle shot and a second.
That'll certainly get you moving. Get the hairs on end, and the drop down. You have to hold your breath because it takes a minute for the game to settle, and the Deagle can do damage quickly. Again, though, they keep the money honest. The op will come out anyway for Team Liquid as they find the 3-0 start.
I think Stewie wants to take a bit of a pick here with it. Doesn't look like he was going to be running towards long. And his guy is set towards the mid doors at the moment. AWP will come out in the hands of Yugi. So just a couple of things to note. AZ does the secondary AWPing on this map. And they're actually going to allow him to be soloing the B bomb side. So it's a 4-man A-lean, but unlucky for them, the action will be going down over towards the tunnels. 3 members, Naf, ELEAGUE, and Nitro, all down and through already. The 4 players from North have locked down long. They've left Volda in position, rotated Yugi back towards Cat, and now they can go off and cover the mid to B. So this one's going to be a duel in mid.
Carby. He'll start it. Ooh, ELEAGUE, lucky to get back through the flames and not caught. Meanwhile, Twist's trying to get aggressive in B. They were hoping for the split. So they decided to respond on the site directly. Stewie, that's a fast shot. They knew he was in the closet, fair enough. It's not like it's hard to guess where he was, but you still got to be quick on the trigger, and he'll get the bomb down. A man down in the situation. They weren't even ready for Gade to be in the window. He got there far too quickly. Surprisingly, Naf not ready to cover that off, and Stewie couldn't find his feet underneath of him before the shot came in, and this retake looking likely on the B site. Surprisingly, they were there so soon that Liquid was not ready. Naf starts the first, but the car not sufficient as cover as Yugi finds the kill onto Naf. So 3 is where they'll be halted. North pull back their first round. Double op set up now as well as they'll grab the other one from the ground.
Yeah, that will go to AZ like I mentioned, I believe. Some of the things that I just want to talk about with North that we might see come to fruition if a default setup gets run by Liquid. North actually like to play a setup where they have a lot of members around site. They allow you to get short control, and then once they know you're at the base of those stairs, multiple grenades, sometimes 3, to clear you out of those positions. They're very good at harassing with utility. Yugi as well, if he knows they tend to have an anchor just normally holding outside long, will go for picks towards that side of the map. Looks like right now he might actually... Would they just double smoke mid? Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're doing the 4-man A lane once again, setting up Kirby and Volder towards long, making sure they lock down that section of the map. Liquid only have pistols this time around. They haven't actually invested completely. Couple of nades. It looks like they want to go for either a late mid play or a late cat pounce. So we can see on the radar, they are walking along catwalk, 4 of them in a pack with the bomb. They're leaving one player outside long on his lonesome. And they've actually given up the site completely. So this means that they are willing to play retake once again, Matt, and allowing yet another plant.
Yugi creeping. Trailing the break as he walks slowly toward the door at long. Naf, it will potentially walk straight into this. You got to go back to the last 2 rounds as well and consider how good North did at breaking down at the economy. Back turned from Kirby as he slides up the wall to support long, trying to avoid flashes. Good take toward catwalk will allow a quick bomb plant for Liquid. And now they can work the headshot angles from catwalk to potentially shut them down exactly like that to find the 1 Deegs as Kirby falls first. No gun available given that it's down below. 3 toward the quad. They've got to consider catwalk. And there is a player coming in that direction. Gade finding one, swings again. He's the one you really need to watch because if he goes down, Liquid have a chance in it. As Naf and Twist still hold this line. Gade gone. Twist can do exactly that. They have Cat to control, and Gade was the key to the round. AZ flashed off. Twist enters back with an M4 picked up from the man that fell.
That is wild. We saw so many retake A's come in today from G2, a team that were running that time and time again. But this time round, let me maybe give you an example of why this is different. Team Liquid only had pistols, which means they know they need to make a play. When you have an AK, you kind of get lulled into a false sense of security that you will be able to take the fights. But if the CTs are thorough with the utility usage, you then really struggle. So hitting those duels, being offered up those fights towards CT, that's almost a gift from North right there. And double ops on the side of Team Liquid. Money in a little bit of trouble for North as Yugi has 4750. He can go glass cannon. Gade, if he would like, could invest, but I can see right now, and I can inform the viewers at home, he's gone for a deagle with a smoke and 2 flashbangs. And it's just going to be light pistol upgrades across the board for a few of the other members on the side of North, so nothing too special going into this one. Going to be curious how they use these double ops, though. Obviously, you don't want to throw it away if you're Liquid. We're still in the early stages of the game. You're trying to establish your economy. Double ops work well on this map. You can pick all across the map, CT and T sides. It's not uncommon to see. But on the majority of the rounds here for North, Matt, the gun rounds especially, and now once again on Eco, they really want to shut down this long rush, right? They're sending 4 players there almost every single time to make sure that Liquid can't just take it for free.
Naf forced back by smoke. Back and forth game in terms of money. Again, Liquid could stabilize by winning this round. Eco win. And guns carried over. Boosts their situation tremendously. Naf's got an op in hand just to note for the next round. Even if this one weren't to go their way, but ELEAGUE has Kirby. Good signs so far. Bit of a creep rotation out of B from Gade. It looked like he was hoping to cross over towards CT and support the man lost at A, but they looked for the information. The response was to push into the B tunnels. That's not uncommon, but caught by Naf. Yugi. Ooh. Wanted to go for it. Deagle not quite as accurate as what we saw from Nitro in the last rounds, or Twist for that matter. We didn't catch that one, but it was there, and it was ultimately the pivotal kill as Twist will find Gade again, the man he found last time, this time with a little bit more ease on an AK-47.
There's the smiles on the faces.
Yes, see? You gotta wake them up.
The juices are flowing now, right? They're playing off of each other very well because they're just going aggressive. They know they've got some confidence in their aim. They're happy to take these duels. Let's see if this continues to flow forward. The double ops will remain in play. Yugi picking up one of his own.
See, this is like the good kind of woke.
Yeah, okay. As opposed to...
I don't know.
I thought being woke was good. It just meant that you were switched on.
I don't know.
Anyway, once again,
I'm just saying things to trigger people.
Look at the radar. 4 players going towards long. This is how badly they want to lock this section of the map down, but it doesn't even feel like Liquid want to pressure it too much. This is a lot on AZ's shoulders. And Naf with the repeat takes down Valde. He wants to go again. Gade, will you step up to the plate? No, but Yugi will, and he'll get taken out. Hit for 6. Or is that cricket?
I don't know anything about cricket. I apologize. That's like the one sporting reference that you could throw at me and I wouldn't get at all.
I blended baseball and cricket together.
Cricket, yeah. Ooh, forced Gade. That was a Molotov that spread that far, or was he tagged by the nade as well that went over his shoulder? But either way, he moved to the right as a response, given that he was also blind and could hear the Molotov over his shoulder, and that left him in the open. Just AZ and Kierby remaining. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I've become one with meme culture that every time I see this M4, I just think it's a kitten inside of that skull. Inside of the spacesuit, even though it's just a skull.
Is it meant to be?
I mean, I don't know. That'd be pretty badass if you ask me.
Cat's in outer space.
AZ. Just fighting for his own life at that point. The round far gone. And Liquid adding up to a 6th. Similar scenes to what we did see on Mirage, though, so don't discount North from fighting their way back into this. Again, though, I think this map's good for Liquid if they start to, again, you say, get the juices flowing, because it forces them to duel. It forces them to be, yes, okay, somewhat executional, but also get the aim back to win the duels. You can't avoid duels on Dust 2, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, they still have to win another game tomorrow, right? So this one right here is just one step in the right direction. Towards long we go again. Twist will come on out. Going to get taken down by Yugi's Deagle, but Naf is there, ready to trade.
That was swift from Valde. That is a rather audacious and bold play to get the gun as well, because now he has the headshot angle. Did he not grab it? He couldn't get around. It didn't go forward enough. I thought it fell over the ledge, but he had to hold with the CZ, and they'll recover. AWP will hold inside of pit for now. Bomb in the hands of Stewie as well. Imagine he'll want to give that away if they go for the plant on A, and he'll hold from where he sits, but keep in mind there's a flank, or was, coming in toward them. Gade has since subsided and gone back down catwalk. It looked like he wanted to try and pincer the minute long. And they still do have a hold, though, because Kierby's at the top of mid.
Exactly, that's what I was about to point out. But he could see, did Stewie see the barrel just there? Or is AZ just hidden? Either way, he has an opportunity to pounce once Gade takes a shot from Cat. So this here is this intense couple of moments.
Molotov from Nitro. AZ is going to try and get very clever. He's not spotted from long because Stewie, again, does not want to give away position. Rather, excuse me, that's a Liege back in that position. A good thing he is. Krieg will do, not the AWP. It'll stay up, though, and a 7th round for Team Liquid.
That's a very positive sign right there. Liquid went for site control, but knowing that the Pistols may be playing around the smokes, hiding behind the boxes, they were very thorough. They didn't just rush into it. Most teams, you see, just try and get that bomb down. Liquid here waiting, allowing the CTs to make the mistake and cleaning up all the kills. And now that double AWP setup that I alluded to before will be coming out on the side of North. AZ has the secondary, Yugi on the primary. Let's see how they can get this one done. Yugi will actually be heading over towards the B side of the map. Normally the A swing player with the AWP, but they'll allow AZ to use his spawn and position up towards the corner. This here looks like a textbook default spread right now from Liquid. Nitro controlling dark, ELEAGUE getting mid control. Now listening for long. Twist and Stewie supporting from range. Now they're going to make their way up catwalk, so they should get it for free, as we can see that there's nobody lying in wait. Kirby's in CT spawn. 2 players are stuck on the B bomb site. These gamble stacks that North was throwing out earlier, not having any of them pay off means that they put a lot of risk for very little reward, and the scoreline showing that 7-1.
ELEAGUE does check behind the door and swiftly goes back through it to make sure he's not counter-peeked. And he was, but long after he'd since left that position. Gade tried to get information from it, and they'll double peek now. Good response from the CTs to try and retake the doors. On catwalk, they've got to look downward and a boost behind the smoke. Great timing. Gade knew that they were there. He knew that the flash came through the door. He makes the call off the back of it. And a great setup from North yields them the first kill of the round. And it goes in. Very marginal damage, it has to be said, on to Nitro. In fact, 1 HP only.
There's 20 seconds left, and they're so spread out.
Saw him late. Double take. Double take, and somehow it works. Yugi at the doors in your right time is very low. Yugi's missed. I thought he had the no-scope lined up perfectly.
Stewie's not going to make it.
He's not going to make it at all because Kirby's on the blank behind. Twist thankfully gets vaulted, but there's nothing they can do. He needs to support his teammates. That's all he can hope for. He needs to support the man who's solo in the site with an AWP. A kill that ultimately would have won the round. A second as well. He's just trying to keep himself alive. He's trying to buy space with the AWP, and he's done enough for that. Twist is gone in the meantime, and thankfully Yugi's able to hold on.
Matt, you know when you're walking down the street and someone's coming your direction and it gets too close and you both step to the same direction?
You smoke each other with shoulders?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about nice people. You should know this from Canada. And you both step to like the same side and then you both step the other way and then you look at each other and laugh.
Yeah.
I feel that's kind of what Yugi and Stewie were doing there.
And then you go on a date and you end up married and have 3 kids. Like, it's just like one of those.
Whose life is this?
Oh, I don't know. Some serendipitous chick flick, I figured.
Okay.
Didn't know where you were going.
No, have you never had that?
Yeah, like once or twice. I tend to avoid people these days.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I get that.
But yeah, no, I do know what you mean.
Yeah, that's kind of that awkward exchange right there is flashbacks. I'm an awkward kind of guy. Well, North able to survive that one, carry the double orbs through once again. Yugi getting very aggressive in lower. Will find a kill onto ELEAGUE and gets away. So another early advantage, and that was the key to success in the last round. But AZ this time, he's not able to get away from short. Nitro pops his head. We have a 4-on-4 with 1:30 left on the clock. Lots of action. Lots of utility going back and forth through the mid doors. Now with this 4-on-4, we tend to say it favors the Ts because the CTs get spread a little bit more thin. But with Yugi, his keen eyes covering off Cat, that allows Valdet to keep the majority of his focus on long. If they do decide to go A, Kirby does have a Molotov. I'm curious to see if he'll use it to delay, to allow a rotation to get over. Hold up, information play in upper dark. On the radar right now, we just saw Yugi game push. They can try and rotate a member back over, or at least put high alert on the remainder of the teams. That Molotov from Kirby comes into play when the info, the dark is clear. They're all congregating right there behind the stairs, so it will be an A hit.
Smoke out. Molotov in. Kirby's being clever. Kirby's being very clever. Spotted him just before he went blind.
Oh, he's dropping as well?
This is... Oh, luckily Nitro gets to him first. I was going to say that's very risky. Bomb was on the back of Stewie and he had the AWP. Needed to hit the shot. They still suffer the consequences of a sloppy exchange because it's a 2-on-2. Bomb just planted and Gade's already on the ramp, which means he's got to line up, and you're absolutely right. He will find the third for North.
Tense moment there. Gade had to take a risk. That's what we talk about when making a play. He didn't do that with his teammate. He understood that he could push up. He had a timing. He had a position that they wouldn't expect and finds 2 massive kills there to win. What was a 2-on-1 situation? We'll be able to pick up the orb, get that back into Yugi's hands, but other members on the team here are a little bit hamstrung for cash. Gade had enough in surplus to drop across a second, so AZ will be able to get the Kevlar up behind that. The only person here having to make too much of an omission will be Kirby on the MP9, but we can see how potent that weapon is when used correctly. Feels like Liquid might go for a pace change here. Straight down Cat, they biff really fast. Smokes and flashes are plenty. And they want to hit A quite quickly here. He's getting flashed in. This could be huge. Kirby in.
ELEAGUE there, though. ELEAGUE had to trade that. And at least Liquid Able to find the kill fast enough, but what can they exploit from it? It's a standard 2-2. I say standard, obviously, normally you'd have 5, but 1 kill on A would typically leave you in this situation, so nothing uncharacteristic so far from North, aside from a potential mid-push. Gade's gotten up behind the door. He wants the information back. In fact, he's through it. This is hugely... Oh, this is massive. This is massive. He's already called it. He's seen 2. And he knows they're making noise, so he will too. And he's got the bomb. Massive play from Gade.
Another risk from Gabe, but another 2 kills. Now we find ourselves in a 2-on-2. The bomb is down.
Twists is normally the one that turns to watch the flank on the catwalk. And now he's the one that's got to turn around and try and get the bomb back. You are right, it is down. But with 42 seconds, Twist making all the noise in the world. Gade, he's got his 3rd in the round, making a 4th, and it was all done in response to the first kill.
When we're talking about impact, that is it. Plays like that, multi-kills, dropping the bomb, inflicting that much damage, causing the opponent to double guess, making them head back in the other direction. Those kind of plays right there. That's what we're looking for. In North, they put a 4th on the board, sitting here 7-4. Team Liquid on the map pick of North have a question to ask themselves right now. It's a tactical pause, the first of this map for them. ELEAGUE has enough to drop an AK. Stewie can buy his own, so can Nitro. Twist has enough for AK and head armor, so it's just Naf who would need a weapon. And if you were curious, over there on the main stream, Crazy vs. Astralis on Dust2 is still going.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Crazy continuing to push. They are in overtime.
Wow.
I'm not sure what the live score is, but on the scoreboard on HLTV.org, the score is 22-21 in favor of Astralis. If Astralis take this map, they win the series 2-0 and secure themselves a spot in the playoffs. And if you want to get tickets for the playoffs, majors.starladder.com. Check it out. Anyway, back underway this time round. Well, they will be pushing into lower dark, but they decided to put an AWP in ELEAGUE's hands. And he will find the opening onto AZ. Not somebody you normally see with the AWP. And Gade wants to respond with more. We've already seen how much he can do. He pushes up at tunnels. Gets nothing for his efforts this time round. And, well, leaves all the pressure on Kirby here to go searching.
Kirby gets away with one on ELEAGUE. Good read as well to turn around, not only in retreat, but to fight his way out. Good shot from Twist, but it's all they've had so far. I shouldn't say that entirely. They did get one other kill in the round. But in terms of weapons, he at least gets an M4 to fight with. Still has head armor and 45 HP. Yugi holding toward mid, knows that he can't cross back over, and the flank again from Gade. They are giving him the map. And he'll take it happily. 7-5. North closing it again, just as they did in the first map.
I want to point out the surprise in my voice there when I mentioned that ELEAGUE had the AWP. Now, Naf AWPing, yeah, we've seen that. Stewie AWPing, yeah. Nitro, Twist, of course. ELEAGUE, no. We don't normally see him pick up an AWP. So, buying that one for himself, going for the long pick, finding a kill. Not a bad way to start the round, but ended with the man of the moment, Gade. Here we go. 2 SGs will come out, one for Naf, one for ELEAGUE. AK is in the hands of the others as there will be no AWPs. It'll be a fast play towards long. Stewie, he's out. He's flashing himself. The smoke criminal himself. He's not going to get anything done as Kirby spams down 2. Strong hold.
Yugi backs away. Smoke's down and 2 M4s in position. That's good enough for him. All right, look, they're not 2 M4s. 2 guns, all right? One's an MP9. Nitro's going to give up the idea for taking long as well. They've come out much worse for wear. And they'll work back toward middle as a result. We haven't seen B in a while from Liquid.
North are winning a lot of these early exchanges, and strangely enough, Liquid, when they were winning rounds, they weren't going into things overly quickly. We're talking about the 4-man A-lanes from North.
I think the Gade's just been able to exploit a lot of holes.
Yeah, he's found a lot of room.
Yeah, pushing the mid doors, no one watching when there's 4 on cat. Like, typically speaking, someone usually is sitting behind, but they were setting up at the execution. He timed it perfectly. That has a bit to do with luck at those situations.
Intuition, we call that, Matt.
Sure, yeah, that's a better word for it, yes.
Well, Kirby's got a bit of intuition right here. It's going to happen again.
Same thing. They're setting up for the execution. They are only 3 players this time, so a bit more difficult. But yeah, this is a 1, 2.
They're going to be kicking themselves.
This needs to stop.
That's an ace. Kirby locked them down at long, smashed them trying to push out the doors, continues to saunter forward later in the round, walks up behind them.
And you got to give North credit for finding this. And they've identified it because they're doing it every single round now. Liquid is giving away the map. Their default doesn't allow for anything to hold elsewhere. We saw them go B early on. We remember the fights with Naf over inside of the tunnels, but it seems like that's ages ago again. Credit again to North. And Kirby, you said it, that's an ace. They'll cross. He goes back over toward B. No, he doesn't.
Well, this is a massive change.
Yeah, they're going to just push mid against these pistols. No, they're going to nade stack it, expecting a rush from Liquid. Okay, fair enough. Yugi spotted and identified they've gone long, so nades go that direction now instead. Flashes to get them back out past the corner and to the car. Car's paper thin. It's not German. It's the German major, but it's not German.
What were Valda and co thinking there? There was no need to push out that aggressively. It might not matter. Kirby's here to mop on up. Yugi towards the site might be thinking better of picking that line. They're already close to him. They're at the car as well. The pressure's on. He gets taken down. Lucky for him.
I completely agree. They did not need to cross out the top of the ramp. They could have even elevator boosted and had a player on the site. They didn't need to panic and get over to that position because all they did was isolate themselves, Volda specifically, and bomb down man advantage, armor enough for Liquid, and they've got guns.
Gate again?
But Gate, oh, Stewie this time watches it. They're not anticipating how quick North is striking on them.
Not ready for Kirby to be here once again. He's taking some shots. This is the chance. If they offer themselves up, Kirby's hit some bangers of shots in the last round. Maybe he can do it again now. Molotov comes in. That has to displace him off the site.
He's trying to use the smoke to his advantage. They're both there, but smartly ELEAGUE worked around that Molotov, and they got away. Stewie kept his head down, and Liquid find their 8th. They'll win the half for what that's worth. It's Dust 2. There's not much worth in it with its 8-7.
Yeah. Something to note right now, Gade, 16 kills, Kirby, 17. The other members on North, 6 for AZ, 5 for Yugi, and only 4 for Valda. So the impact is coming from 2 individuals almost alone. On the other side of things, Naf and Twist are both on 14 kills apiece. ELEAGUE with 9 to his name, Nitro with 10, and Stewie sitting there on 5. This will be the last round of the half. The double orbs will come out again. See if North can find any success this time round.
Nitro. ELEAGUE will wait to see the gap, to spot it rather. But Kirby again will cleverly play on the inside of the wall. Volda down to 10. Kirby wants to push. They just have so much confidence. They've been getting away with it so much in this game that they're just going to keep doing it. Normally, you talk about backing off in those situations. Not a chance. North wants every inch they get and are given, consequently, and taketh, because they'll find Stewie blinded in middle. Advantage again to North. I said 8-7. That was hypothetical. 9-6 was a possibility, still is, but 50 seconds, and they have to regroup on the Liquid side. Saving grace is that they have Catwalk because they can try and push up with Nitro. Yugi will drop to Twist. That was bomb.
Now
that opens up
A.
Yep. Again, though, the response will be a push. Volda's going to try and get to Catwalk before they're on the site. This time, Nitro finds and spots them, and my goodness, the other game sounds crazy.
I don't know what's happening right now, but I want
literally. I haven't heard Andrews cast like that since Hiko still played. Gade's trying to work back up the stairs. Nitro looks for the headshot. Gade finds him. That's going to give them the access point, and the bomb not yet in position. Gade again could shut them down, but Twist has the headshot instead. 22 HP, and Naf will close it out. 9-6. Canadian duo wins out one more.
Kirby, a Molotov, and a Flash. Everyone else on the team will be rocking Kevlar. On the other side of things, Nitro has a kit and 2 flashbangs. So it looks like they want to be boosting Cat, similar to what we saw come out from North on their pistol round.
Twists, ELEAGUE. Both on Catwalk with Gade this time inside of the doors where he was so many times on the CT round. Or half, I should say.
Look how where he is, though. He's posted up.
Who spots the other first? I think ELEAGUE just made a step. I think he might have made noise. Nitro certainly is on the inside of the door. Looks away. Good find on Yugi. Oh. Nade out. What a shot from Twist to turn around and find the second. Gade gets Nitro in return. ELEAGUE, awkward battle on the stairs, but it goes the way of Liquid as well. Gade pulls one back, but he's so low. Plays inside of the smoke, trying to wait for Naf to make noise. That's not going to happen. And a gray screen into a black box. It's AZ left at a 1-on-3.
Well, they're offering themselves up. There's the first.
Stewie's backside would show first. Thankfully, he holds his nerve to find the headshot. 10 for Liquid.
Huge shot there from Twist. I'm sure we'll get it on the replay, but that was some crispy stuff on the second one. Shut them down before they could get going, and now North have a question in the first half. At least in map number 1, actually. They decided to take the save. This time round on their CT side, they brought out some scouts. And right here, it appears that they're just going to stick with the pistols. Gade with a P250, everybody else on the Glocks. Not even a flashbang, so maybe just a late long push after the initial nades come in. Flash comes over, Twist will be lying in wait. That Famus has got to do a lot of work right now. Nade chunks them down. Molotov's going to be late. Twist caught with the gun not out. We'll spam away. Should be able to mop these up, but no. How does he not manage to get more than one there?
They're going to try and beat the rush. Thankfully, it has slowed down because they've gone for the elevator boost. Nav. Careful, lad. 28 HP.
Oh, look at this. It's over already.
Yeah, this is reminiscent of Gade.
He has to clear pit, though, so that could be one of his problems. Never mind.
Easy peasy. They're going to give it up to him. And a lineup for Stewie. ELEAGUE will just take one off the plate. You weren't going to eat that fry anyway, were you?
Was it sweet potato?
Curly.
Not my jam. All right, well, the AKs will come out.
Usually use ketchup.
I suppose we'd have a debate about jam and ketchup. What's the difference?
Tomato, strawberry, and raspberry?
Yeah, okay.
Where are you going with that one?
I don't know. All right, so it looks like a quickish long play right now, and 4 players from Liquid are there, ready and waiting. Gade's out. Still going?
Gade's in the smoke. I don't think they're aware of it. Oh, he's been tagged out. They're looking toward the long door still. He could reveal and emerge at the right time, but he also lost track of exactly his own angle, and Twist was able to spot him in his peripheral. And that now means it's 5 versus 3. Kiarbi holding and waiting it out. He'll find Stewie. That opens up B. No one else inside of the site. Bomb's going to rush in that direction, and everyone on the Liquid side has to rotate back over.
What's happening in the other game? Because, like...
Is Andrew just being contagious to you? I'm trying to, like, lure you in here, Chad,
I'm sorry,
do my job,
man.
But, like, I know he's out, like, you know, Andrew's pretty damn good.
I'm just hearing a lot of yelling.
And I don't even cast anymore, all right? Wouldn't have been a major without 1 or 2 cameos, though.
All right.
Moonlighting in this one.
This retake of 4v2. They don't have any nades.
That's an easy shot for Kiarbi, though, because they've given themselves up the jump. He spotted both. He knows they're both inside of the window position, but he's down and alone. He's got the HP advantage, and he has the bomb in his favor. Nearly finds Naf on the first, who somehow gets away with the repeak on 14 HP, and Liquid take their 12th.
That almost went so wrong so quickly. I was about to say I don't see any way in North winning this round. Nitro jumped into the hands of Volde. He says, thank you very much. I'll take that one for free every day of the week. Kirby hits a couple of bangers, and it almost happens. It's almost possible. But it's not to be, as the scoreline now ticks on up to 12 rounds for Team Liquid. North need to get involved now because this is do or die. We pointed it out many times for everybody at home, but if you lose this game, that's it. Your major run is over. The next one will not be taking place for, well, a very long time. Let me just put it that way. You have a long time to contemplate between now and the next major. A lot of time to look at all the mistakes and see what you can do better next time. It's going to be all 5 players from North congregating in the upper dark tunnels as old mate Yugi is leaving T-spawn and keeping on up with his teammates. This is going to be a big explosion, so Nitro has a chance here just to mow them down from the back of platform with the AUG in hand. Here we go.
Nitro, head down. Holds his nerves as well, but Kiarbi, that's a fantastic shot. Nitro was hoping to get there late. ELEAGUE does, but better late than never. In fact, you could argue he's fashionably late. Party's going to be over if he keeps it up because all the guests will be dead. Yugi goes down next. Naf, not exactly how you want to throw that Molotov, but ELEAGUE doesn't mind. He'll just keep doing what he does. And it's on to just Valda.
1 on 3. We saw Kirby almost win one on Mirage, but this time a little bit more pressure on. Now, as you can see there, Naf did see him. We saw Naf talking a lot. You can see on the radar, the upper dark push is coming. Twist knows is going to be in his direction. A knife out. There's the kill. That's the round. 13 on the board now as Liquid, they march forward. This is more the team that we know. This is more the team that we want to see in the playoffs.
And in my head, I was thinking a best of 3 will get them going. It's what they need. But the way that Mirage started, I could have absolutely seen them crumbling on that map, getting in their own heads, and then just falling flat. I mean, it's not beyond the realms of possibility. And we said it on the desk this morning, Chad. There's a world that North win this. There's a world somewhere right now that North is winning this. I mean, it's good to see Liquid turn it around. They've still got a lot of convincing to do yet. They might find 14-6. Believe it or not, we might finish this game before Crazy and Astralis finished theirs, and they were on Dust 2 while we were on Mirage.
Yeah, they're going to have well and truly more rounds played than us as Naf. He might find himself in a bit of a predicament. That smoke clearing means Gade is going to poke his little head up and get the kill. So that's an AWP on the table. ELEAGUE gets the trade from close mid doors, and another. He's stepping it up now in this second half. I think we might have a little bit of a lull here, so maybe give the viewers an idea of the matchups that could go down tomorrow. If Astralis win and Liquid win, which is what we appear to be on course for, tomorrow's games will include Liquid versus Mousesports, Navi versus Crazy, and Renegades taking on G2. Easy now, peering on out. Needs to find the kill onto ELEAGUE. They are playing a retake A setup as he goes forward. Let's find the kill. The flash from Yugi will assist, so the bomb should get planted, but the rotation will be in. A 3-on-3, Stewie with the alligator. Going to be difficult to find a useful position for that.
Twist will hold out toward long, and with no one coming in that direction, he'll be able to aid the retake from range. Range that AZ has in his favor. Yugi on 2 HP. You'd love to see the AWP in his hands, but you can understand why it is not. And AZ has to hit the shot as fast as possible and avoid the flashes in doing so. He's not known for his AWPing. Liquid known for their retakes. They certainly have shown that in this game. Kirby.
Oh, the molly.
He's got the molly, but I think they're far enough into the fuse duration they'll be able to hold through it. And even if, he goes down, which he will not, they would have won the round on the defuse. Never mind the kill.
Good attempt right there coming in from Kirby, considering the chips were down, but that plant will give them enough money to get the guns on the board that they need. Valda straight into the Krieg. Yugi picking up the AWP. AZ also going to be on the hype train of the scoped rifles. So 2 AKs, 2 Kriegs, AWP going against Stewie, wanting to hold on to the auto shotgun. You can see some M4s and AKs, and Naf will be doing the AWPing duties this time round. Yugi spots 2 crossing, doesn't take a shot. And once again, it does look like it wants to be another, I guess, B-heavy play at the start. We have 3 players making their way down into lower dark, making sure that no one has pushed up catwalk. And a fight towards middle off that flash is probably on the cards. Valda picks on through, sees nothing close, and now they continue to march forward.
Quick rotation for ELEAGUE. Inside of CT. Nav. Trying to do a preemptive strike inside of the lightning in his eyes. Misses the mark.
This might work out perfectly for Stewie, because if he pushes into upper B while the mid to B comes out, he might get a free or an easier kill on Kirby. ELEAGUE goes forward, he gets a kill, he gets traded.
Trades will do at this point for North. Obviously you want to trade as close to the site as possible, but they can still thin the defense. Smoke bounced. Valda follows his sniper with honor because he's got to look toward B, and they still want to split toward that site. Neither player from Liquid is budging at this point. Stewie, Nitro, both in the site. Flashed out. Stewie put out as he turned with a shotgun like that to cover off B tunnels. It's Nitro that'll get the other 2 outside of the door, and they together collectively have won the round with 8 seconds left. It's map and series point for Liquid. It's elimination points for North.
Team Liquid must be pickup masters because they had North's number before they even started writing the digits down there. They knew it was going to be mid to be the entire time. Had no need to move.
That's more the spirit, right? Even Adren still looks, okay, I'm not fully smiling yet, but ELEAGUE has that cheeky little smirk. Everyone's having a good time again.
Yeah, and that's what we want from this team because when they're smiling, they're playing some comfortable Counter-Strike, and we get the best out of them. Smirks down the line. Oh, they're still getting the banter going. The banter flowing as a tactical pause and what could potentially be the last for North here. Round number 22, scoreline 15-6. The last round these Danes may play as Astralis still continue to battle against Crazy over there on the mainstream. So we've done this at absolutely blistering pace. Yugi, he hasn't bought in just yet. I think he's deciding what he wants to go with, if he needs any extra utility for whatever the call that comes out of Valda, and I assume Mytha's brains may be. We'll get the SG in the end. And this is it.
It's still commendable for North. They'll avoid the minor system by picking up at least one win in this event.
Oh, look at
they went 3-0 last week and looked promising, but just got off on the wrong foot. As you say, the only team they've beaten is NIP. They gave Liquid a run last map, but ultimately it's not going to be enough for them, and they've still got work to do.
Matt, this should be over. ELEAGUE's already in dark. We have 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the clock, and he is already running towards T-spawn. They are going to be battened down. There is no way that North are getting out of this round, surely.
Pending the shots. They've even doubled up Pit.
Look at him. He's already T-spawned. 1 minute, 20 seconds left.
He needs to walk now.
Just do it.
1, 2, oh, almost 3. They line it up. ELEAGUE gets them all. 2 inside of the pit, and they'll just pounce. They'll try and silence this now. AZ gets 1 back. Naf trades onto him. It's Gade versus 3. Bomb recovered. 1 minute and 6. So not out of the woods just yet. Perhaps a little bit eager. But nonetheless, phenomenal from ELEAGUE, and you're right. That is reminiscent of what we were saying North was doing in the first half.
Yeah, taking the inch and making it stretch to a mile as Gade now. He's been spotted. They know where he is. The push can come in. We can see the reinitiation of aggression coming in from Nitro through the long doors. 40 seconds left. Gade's had impact in this game. He's had some big plays, but a clutch in this situation. Not known to win rounds like this. If he gets this one, gives them another chance in the game. Unfortunately, he's going to get closed in on from all angles. ELEAGUE up towards window. He started this. Maybe he'll finish it. As now in CT spawn, this is the last ditch attempt for Gade. He's going to drop any second. Or will he?
Oh, he definitely. Oh, what? Where's the trade? I thought that was going to land. They can't get the shot from range, but Nitro works back up onto the catwalk. Liquid recover and finally wake up.